Hey, what's up, y'all? Justin here with ML Musician talking to you about six. What's up, y'all? Justin here with six awesome steps to ensuring that you have an amazing performance. Let's go ahead and set the stage, though. You have 2 months between now and your concert. Let's say you just got off the phone with the guy, but one little pro tip: make sure that you do not hang up the phone until you have two numbers: the number of the actual line that you called because it's online, and the number of the manager or at least the receptionist or whoever you talk to the venue. Have a cell phone number. Have at least two numbers. It's going to save you some headache in the long run. If you have to call after hours, you can at least still get up with someone if it's really important. So you got two numbers, one cell, and then one's the actual venue. You have 2 months between now and the concert. So step one, web presence. You don't have any web presence. What? You don't have a YouTube video. You don't have a Facebook page. You don't have a website. You don't have a Twitter, Instagram. If you don't have at least two of these things, you need to get the ball rolling on that. But the cool thing is that you can get most of this stuff set up in one night. So let's go ahead and start with the most important thing, I would say, which is your Twitter and your Instagram, okay? Twitter and Instagram. There is an awesome book out there on Audible I read called Music Marketing Using Twitter to Get Thousands of Real Followers by Sean Levy. Levy spelled Levi. If you get Audible, you get one book free a month or every 2 months. This one's really, really short, but it's worth having because it's super short and it's a ton of awesome information. I've searched up and down the web, and this is by far the best information I've gotten. And just to break it down, he really shows you how to build up followers by mass following and mass unfollowing while making sure that you're not breaking Twitter's new rules and getting your stuff kicked off. He uses apps like Crowdfire. There's other ones he mentions that not only preset your posts, so you can sit and just one afternoon get like 20 weeks worth of posts done if you are really, really quick with the buttons there. You can get a lot of posts done in one night. And they'll actually, it's a free app. It'll set up when it releases. So you can, at the beginning of the week even, you could just have your whole week laid out by pre-posting your stuff, and the app will post on your behalf whatever you typed in for it to be posted on what day. And on top of that, you have an interface that shows you who followed you and who unfollowed you. So with a ton of following, like let's say you want to build up a lot of support in your area, you can, let's say you play Christian music. You could follow a church and go through a church's followers and then follow a bunch of people that go to that church, right? Then from there, it's just a waiting game. You see who hasn't followed you back, and then you just simply unfollow them. But those who follow you, because you don't want to have more follows than followers. So, anyways, the book breaks it down. But use this app to your advantage and get the ball rolling on that. And Instagram really works the same way. You can pre-post your stuff and do everything the same way, more or less. Moving on from that, Facebook, that's going to be your bread and butter. Facebook is what's going to allow you to make contact with your friends and family, but you talk to them as if they are the rest of the world. You don't say, hey, friends and family. You say, we are Jason Phillip Band. We are we are Monkey's Uncle Band. You know what I mean? Just say, my computer just turned off. That was weird. Anyway, but don't address people and how you normally address them. Address them as if they are new fans and you're trying to play it cool and whatnot. But Facebook, that's where you get your friends and family and then their friends to come to your shows, and you build up your page that way. So you want to make sure that you use your profile or one of your friends' profile. Whoever's on Facebook the most, use their profile and plug all their stuff. The next thing is make a website. A couple websites I recommend. Wix for number one. You can check out my Wix site. You can go into the description below, and you can click on the link, and it'll take you to a website of my own that will actually have all the blogs and videos that we've talked about and a couple other goodies and whatnot. But you can see what a free website looks right now. I think they're having a promotion where you can get $5 for a month for unlimited bandwidth. It's an amazing deal. Bandwidth being who can see your page at the given time. So you'd have a professional page for $5 a month for a year, and that's not bad. Anyways, moving on from websites, the next thing that you want to have is a YouTube That's going to be huge. YouTube, you want to go ahead and make sure that you have at least one video, so that you can circulate it around on your Facebook page. The video could be just a simple interview using the nicest phones you can come up with the band, and it's always the bass player who has the nice phone. So just grab his phone, use the back-facing camera, and position the angle to where it's just a good angle. You can look at some YouTube videos on how to make awesome videos, and just do an interview and a jam sesh, just something. More importantly, try to be goofy. Try to not goofy. If you're not goofy, don't be goofy. If you're classical, or like a goth band or something, goofy really isn't going to work for you. Try to be personable. Whatever it is that you want to say about yourself, go ahead and be that. But humor really is the best go-to for getting stuff shared and whatnot. So go ahead and try to get you a video, even if it's just anything's better than nothing. Because when you go to your show, you want to be able to plug all your stuff, right? The next thing, you want to have promo, okay? So all the websites, all of the web presence that you have, you're going to use that to plug all your promo. So every other day on Twitter for the next 2 months, you're going to plug something about the band, something about the venue coming up, something about one of the band members, something funny that you did the other day, something. Be as outgoing as you can with this thing, and at the same time building up followers. Do this for Instagram, do this for Twitter. Your website's going to stay static. The website's really meant for other venues to see all your professional stuff, so don't worry about plugging on the website. Plug on Facebook. I would recommend the month before, but you really can't be too annoying on social media. I would give 2 or 3 days in between each post about the upcoming venue, but you can post daily if it's funny stuff. Let me see. And this is really important. 2 weeks before the show, get you a poster from Vistaprint or something and plop it up there somewhere within the actual venue, so people will be like, oh, they're going to be here. I love this place. I'm going to come and see them. So do that. The next step 3, you're going to want to get a set list. And a set list is a very, it's not as simple as most people put it. A set list in its essence is just a rough draft of how the night should go. More importantly, it's a story. It's a carefully crafted adventure of emotional detail. So what you're going to want to do is, for instance, you start with an exciting original, then you say, "We are blah, blah, blah band. Welcome." And then you go to your next song. You make sure that it's a familiar cover. You don't want to do too many original songs if you're a new band around town. If nobody knows you, they're going to be trying to mouth the words, and then they're going to give up and go to the bar or something. Do covers. Involve the audience with you. So I would do an original, then a cover, then go into another cover, but then maybe do one of your best originals, but then bring it down with something slow. Do a cover like Sam Smith or something, you know what I mean? Something slow and something that someone will know. So the way your set list should go is you have more covers than originals for new bands, and something like you do fast, strong, slow, fast, strong, slow, fast, strong, slow, however songs you have, but you always end on a good note. So don't end with a slow, end with something fast and strong. Step 4, plan your act. So from a simple instrument swap is better than just standing in the place that you've been standing in for the past hour. Make yourself interesting to look at. Let's face it, album sales really aren't that great. So why would your audience go to see you if you're just going to stand in the same spot doing the same thing? They could just listen to you in the car if they like you that much. They go to the show for action. They go to the show for drama, for something interesting to look at and something to see, and to meet you if they're really into you. So even just an instrument swap, let's say the bass gets a really awesome intro in one song, you just switch spots with the guitar player. The audience will see that the bass moves up forward, and they know to pay attention to the bass player, and that makes the bass part that much cooler. Or let's say you have a keyboard player. Let's say the spotlight goes on the keyboard player, and everyone kind of gets off to the side, and there's an awesome keyboard solo. Whatever instrument's mostly featured in the song, do instrument swaps. If you want to go a step further, I'm going to link a video in the description of something that is just an incredible demonstration of choreography. For King and Country it's a worship group, but they are incredible at their choreography. I'm going to link their video, and you'll see exactly what I mean. If you check it out. And Joel, one of the singers, I actually had the pleasure of talking with him after a Hope Fest show back when I was in Greensboro. And this dude, he practices in front of a mirror like for hours, getting his stuff just right. He really cares about it. But don't think big picture right now. Think one step in the right direction to a more interesting show can end up to be a mile eventually. So from simple instrument swaps to watching the video and doing awesome choreography, that's really going to spice up your jam. So definitely do that. Let's see, what am I skipping? Step 5, get the parameters of your show in writing. So what do I mean by that? If the person you called, and I wouldn't get it all done right then when you get the call back like a week or two later and say, yo, can we meet up? Can we talk? When's your store hours? Just pop in there, have a written contract to be great, saying, hey, at this date, at this time, at this price, or if it's door price, you'll have it in writing so there's no confusion on the night when you're supposed to get paid. Whatever you talked about. So if you're getting paid $200, you say a sum total of $200 will be paid towards blah, blah, blah band in compliance with blah, 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 right? Then, just so you're not being cheeky with it, and you also want to come off as professional, right? Go ahead and sneak in a line-in chart for the front of house engineer if you have a sound engineer working with you. Go ahead and send your stage plot. Just something else that gives them a little more idea of what you're about, what you're doing, and how professional you are. A stage plot being, where is everyone going to stand? What's the name of your band, especially for bigger bands. And there's some other resources that you can look up online for awesome documents that band members should give their venues. But those are two, a line-in chart and a stage plot. Give that and your contract to whoever you're doing your business with. And then you're supposed to get paid $200, and the guy's like, sorry, bro, I only got $150 for you. Things change. Contract is binding. Pay me $200. Here's our budget. Here's what we budgeted out for tonight. Here's our food expenses. If you would have said $150 a while ago, that would have changed a lot of things. It's $200, and you have it all in writing. So that really helps make your case. So you made it to the venue, your fans are on the way, all this stuff. You got your contract signed, and all of your documents are in place. Your front of house engineer knows what's going on. Everything's set up. Everything's great. Let's say you aren't being paid a flat sum. Let's say you're being paid door price. So what does that mean? That means that however many people are coming in to see you, that's what you get paid because they're paying money to come in. Now, in order for that to happen, someone has to be standing at the door keeping tabs on who comes in, collecting money and all that stuff. So what do? You have one of your own stand by the door with the teller, with the clicker. Just, when someone walks in. So you have your number, they have their number. You meet it together. If it's a big difference, obviously there's a problem and you can mitigate it. But if you don't have your own number and they shortchange you, you have no leg to stand on. So make sure that you have someone standing by the door to help you out if you are being paid door price. And everyone will appreciate that because it also shows that you're taking initiative. But you're not going to be a jerk about it and hold up the clicker and be like, I got someone. See? You can just casually have your friend there, just, or even a little app in the phone. Doesn't got to be super conspicuous. You're not trying to step on people's toes, making a problem when there's not a problem. So anyways, I know that was a lot of information about six very particular steps to ensuring an awesome performance. Let me know in the comments if you can think of something that I forgot. I'm sure I did. But let me know if this helped. I'm sure I could have broken this up in several videos, which I may do that. It's kind of long. But go ahead and leave a like if you liked it. Comment down below if you have something to say about it. And as always, have an awesome day.